Thank you very much. We don't intend to be here for a very long time. It's going to be a very brief interaction. And before we start, just to take note of the presence of the first Vice President, Dr. Justin Mumba, who is here with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We also have the first Technical Director, Mr. Lyson Zulu, who is here with us. We've just been joined by the General Secretary, Mr. Adrian Kashal. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I'll just ask the General Secretary to do the introductions. I don't know if you'll be able to run through the names.
The best is Waske, our new technical bench officials, to introduce themselves, the names and the respective positions.
Okay, we'll start from here.
I'm Karam, assistant coach.
Then we'll go to Stefan.
Stefan. My name is Stefan Carevic. I'm video analyst of FA Zambia.
Hello, I'm Alyosha Stanovic. I'm the technical advisor of Zambia national teams.
Of course, in the middle, we have the man who has brought us here. I'll also ask him to introduce himself just for the...
Yeah, I'm Chambeshi Beston, the head coach of the Zambia national team.
Thank you very much, Coach. We just ask you to give us an overview of why we're here, and you run us through the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we without wasting much of the time. Our reason why we gathered here is simple, but we have come here to this press conference. It's, we want to unveil for the World Cup, which is ahead of us. And if we plan well with my take-on staff, I think the task will be simple. What we need is just to put our heads together, and we have to move forward. As you know, time is not with us, so that's why we have seen we are working and to make sure we start our preparations as early as possible. So, as I said, with my take-on staff, we are ready to start work, and the work has started now. So that's why we had to sit and come up with a list of our local players, those who we think and trust. They will come in and work hard, and those players who can come in and add value to the team. It has never been easy, but we are happy with our selection, because these are players whom we think can take our national team to higher levels. And as I said, we are commencing our preparations on the 5th, which is tomorrow. We will start assembling, and come Friday, we'll be on the ground. We want to make sure things go according to our plan, and we have to thank the EXCO, the president, and those who are involved in this work we are in. So I want to thank them for the support that they've given us since we came in yesterday. and we are happy, and we are thankful to the president who has been in front of us, pushing us, and we know what the EXCO wants. We know even what the people of Zambia wants. So we are ready to work.
Thank you very much, Coach. I don't know if you have the list that you can share with the members of the press.
Yeah, this we had to start with my take-on staff, and we have those who make a team to represent the country in these World Cup qualifiers. So as I said, to start with, we have picked about 3 goalkeepers. One, we have a goalkeeper, Kelvin Marunga from Nkana. The young man has come out, he has been working hard, and for sure is in good form. The way we ended the league, everyone watched how the young man performed, and he has been at national level and the national team for some time. So it deserved to be called to the national team. We have Gregory Chambeshi from Young Green Buffaloes.
Young Green Eagles.
Young Green Eagles, yeah. Thank you. Very good goalkeeper. The friend we played, he showed his character, so he deserved to be called to the national team. Lamek Siame from Cabo Warriors. Can't say much. The young man has proved to be one of the best goalkeepers, and for sure we have seen Warriors now, they are representing the country, and the young man, he played a big role for that team to be where it is. So he deserves also to be in our plans. Bernard Chipolopolo, Red Arrows, defender, right back. Simon Surimba, Zesco United, now joining that group of veterans who have done a lot and who are still working hard. Luca Banda from Napsa Stars, so a defender. He's not new to our setup, he has been there. Dominic Chanda, Cabo Warriors. I think, yes, the upcoming player, dependable. And if you watch the combination with Dominic and Tandy, okay, you can see the young man is proving to be, I think he's not new, he's not a new boy. He captained the under-20 national team, and of late he has been a Zesco pillar. So he deserves also to be recalled to the senior national team. Addison Chisala Nkana, midfielder, also former under-20 international, and the boy is still going strong. He also deserves to be recalled to the senior national team. Dixon Chapa, I've seen Zesco United, not NAPSA. Zesco United, because I think the whole story is covered now. From NAPSA to Zesco, then he was captain for NAPSA, hard-working defensive midfielder. And he also deserved to be recalled to the national team. Ngoza Suzu Beauticon, also under-20 international. Very good player, hard-working player. Kevin Mubanga Kampamba, Zesco United. Yeah, I cannot say much about Kampamba. He has been with us, and he's one of the players we are relying on. Maybe he can come and add value and see to it the team goes further in these qualifiers. Spencer Sautu, Power Dynamos. Brian Muila, Beautcon. Isaac Samchompa, Beautcon. Jimmy was come on the scene, and he has been banging goals at NAPSA. First winger with that intelligent. We would call him also to be part of the team. Prosper Chiruya, Red Arrows. Prosper, also former under-20 international. At one time, he went to America, but he came back and he has joined Red Arrows, and he is one of us. Rodi Kabwe, the senior player. I think he cannot say much. He's back in Zambia, so he deserves to be with us. Joseph Savovo Banda, Atletico Lusaka, the young boy. Yeah, we've included the young boy. We thought we cannot run away from these young boys. They deserve to be part of the team. The reason why these are the boys they are targeting to go to Barcelona. So they have to feel our strength. They have to feel to be part of the national team. And it's just 16 years, which is good. So it deserves to be called and see how we can help him out. Prince Mumba, Cab Warriors. Boyd Msonda, Zanaco, former under-20 international. Boyd Msonda is a defensive midfield. Phil Dikandela, Cab Warriors, also a dependable defender, former under-23 international. Eric Singonga, Nkana, I think he is a strong striker, and if you look at his present form, we thought with my take on support we call him so that we can see how he can work with us, and if he can bring in some good performance in our team, and it will be good for the nation. We have Felix Ulaya, Red Arrows midfielder. Mukuka Chanda, Zesco United, young boy, very talented midfielder. Patrick Gondwe, Nkana, former under-20 international. The young boy also is coming up. A hard-working boy. You know, sometimes we are looking at the age also, our preparations, so that they can have that confidence that yes, they are doing a great job at in our nation. Julius Kumwenda, Atletico Lusaka, under-17 international. Very talented boy, hard-working. I think the young boy has got future in this game of football. Gibson Kamanga, Zanaco, left back. Francis Ibubu, doing fine at Atletico Lusaka. You know, they have produced only 3 young players those whom we think can come in and work with us. Reason why we don't want to leave out the young talent. Yes, they are part of us. We are not saying maybe they are at that level to compete at all, but we want the young ones to be part of us, so that they don't lose focus. Also, a young talented boy from Shamwe, very intelligent young man. So these are the list we have come up with, and these are the boys who are going to be with us throughout our preparations. And I hope and trust from this group, with God's blessing, we live to our expectation and see to it Zambia.
Thank you very much, Coach. That was Coach Beston Chambeshi unveiling the team of local players that will go in camp ahead of World Cup qualifiers. At this point, I will invite questions from the members of the press. Then after that, I'll ask the technical advisor to just probably just say a word or two. So questions first. Yes, my question is on from the previous games that we watched the friendly from what I saw.
Yeah, defense. Football is the correct thing where everyone is involved in the game of football. Yeah, sometimes you look at the defense only, you don't look where the boys coming, where that attack has started from. So me, with my take-on staff, at least we have to introduce a system where each and every player must get involved, and for sure we'll work on that so that we play as a collective team, and a team which has got one purpose.
Just how do you look at the group that we are in the World Cup qualifiers, and also your target for the first game against Mauritania?
For sure, it's not an easy group. That's why we want to plan very well. We want to take each and every game with that serious approach. So we are working hard so that we start on the good note.
Then, Coach, you're coming in at a crucial moment when you're just coming from failure to qualify for the AFCON and also failure to defend the Basaka. Should Zambians interest you, or should they be assured that you are there now to bring smiles on the faces of Zambians, just like you did with internal change?
Yeah, but failure is not our portion. We'll try to work hard and see to it we give a smile to our Zambian people. But first we have to have that confidence from you people. Yes, people now who have taken the saddle. So all what I can say is pressure everywhere. You cannot run away from that. But we are looking forward to work and see to it we do something good.
There are no further questions. I'll ask the technical advisor to just people. Some of them are doubting that you are already here to join Coach Beston.
Thank you so much. Thank you to coming, the press, because the press is the great man who has successful here. What can I say? I can't wait. The camp is so exciting to be here. because you are a great country in the football. Of course, 9 year without grand or big result, but me and Mr. and our staff doing the best. Hope, not I hope, I know we are doing the great result. What is a great result? Is it to go to World Cup? Of course, it's not easy. We have the difficult group, but when I saw the players, when I saw the capacity of the players, I'm so happy. I'm not scared nobody. We are not scared nobody.
Thank you very much. Let me also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Mansaka Pyanga, who is the chair for Northern Province and also chairs the technical committee. He joined us whilst we had already done the introductions. Jess, is there anything before we?
Yeah.
Before we close?
Okay.
Question from Jim.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just wanted clarification on number. I haven't seen him here. Is this still part of this case?
Well, I'm happy that Frank, technical chairperson, obviously I was guided my area. And hoping that the response will be is what the public. Yes, the question from Mamba is not here with us. He still has a commitment with the club. I'm sure you are aware that Coach Mamba took Zesco to lead the league this year, and they won championship as a club. And because of that, they will be involved in with a CAF championship, and to that effect, the club felt that the coach may not serious engagements. I'm sure. I think in the last couple of years we've been dropping in our points, so we are afraid that if we do not do well at CAF this time around, we may find ourselves dropping the numbers of clubs to be part of a CAF competition. So to that effect, he may not be with us going forward, but as and when he's available, he should be able to be involved. And also that it takes me to one other thing. I think there was a question I think last time coming from one journalist in relation to Coach Mtapa. Oswald, well, Coach Mtapa is still with the FAS as it stands. However, he will be redeployed. He will be reassigned. I'm sure you are aware that he's been under 20 national team coach of late until recently when he was moved to the senior national team. He would have to be reassigned to one of our national teams. And he's not completely delinked from the national team, but he'll just drop to one of our national teams. I hope that clarifies the questions that have been running on social media and media houses. Maybe Chair can also amplify what just said.
We have a question there.
Maybe a roadmap of the preparations, any friendly games that will be there before Christmas.
Yeah, Chair.
Thank you so much. So for the friendly games, or in terms of preparation of the team, as an executive, just like we did then with the under-20s, preparing them to go to Spain and have a number of camps there, not once, actually twice. Also what came out. And so as an executive, having sat down and made the recommendations from the committee point of view, we're hoping to have at least one international friendly. So firstly, the team goes into camp like the coach has just shared with us. Then they'll break and then regroup on the 15th, I think. From then, that's when we expect the team to go. Either maybe Spain or Croatia or Morocco, we have to bear in mind or be reminded that we do have understanding with the Russian FA. We also have valuable relationships with the Moroccan FA. So that's our minimum expectation, to make sure we prepare the team adequately and as requested by the technical bench.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you give that up. I have a question for each, the coach and the GS, and the new together.
Unfortunately, you have to address your questions around the team to Beston Chambeshi. You can ask.
I would want to get his views on concerns from a lot of stakeholders who feels that his engagement to the national team may disturb how Ghana may perform, of course, considering the fact that he is also the head coach for Ghana FC. And of course, to the GS as well, I would also want to get on when, this one is not on the national team, but on when the league will be starting, talking about the M10 Super League.
About in Ghana, I think you will sit one-on-one, right?
Yes, sir.
We will sit one-on-one, we'll give you that team. No problem, no problem.
Thank you very much. We are happy to start the league, I think, anytime very soon. But obviously, we all know that we just broke from the previous season, and we are preparing to get into the next 2021-2022 soccer season. And in doing so, we are aware of the rescheduled World Cup qualifiers that also have an effect on how we plan the start of the new league. And obviously, we are of the view that we could, first of all, start with our ceremonial game, which is Child Shield. And thereafter, then we should be able to look at starting the new league. And obviously, we have our board meeting coming up this weekend, and we have prepared a few proposals to the board, and once they're approved, that will be made available. But I think one thing for real is that we would not want to start a league maybe late this month and then break for another 2 weeks. We may end up compromising the test of the game. So we would prefer start the game, at least run for quite a number of weeks before we get into the next set of World Cup qualifier games that are coming up in October and indeed November. So I'm sure we're going to lose quite a lot of time coming to the World Cup qualifiers. And we have 2 weeks in each month, starting with September through up to November. We have to play 6 games in the World Cup qualifier. So that has an effect on our league, and if we start all over, doesn't really make sense, and it distorts the mood of the game.
Thank you very much.
Yes, on the technical bench, what have you tasked them to do as the Football Association of Zambia in terms of the targets to achieve in the next 3 months?
But well, it's also bad to come in late. You walked in late, so you found those answers already answered by the technical bench themselves. But obviously, we're not targeting anything less than qualifying to the World Cup. I think in a nutshell, that.
On that note, we've come to the end of our press briefing. Thank you very much, members of the press, for making it at very short notice. And to the coaches, thank you. We will keep seeing you on the pitch once the camp starts.
Thank you.
And finally, obviously, I think I skipped the chair for the Saka province, Mr. Jordan Maliti. It was not by... yeah. So, chair.